Alright, hello. Miss Christmas here. I am going to show you guys how to use one of my favorite tools on the computer. And this is called the snipping tool. I'm also going to show you how to pin it to your taskbar so that way it's handy whenever you want it and you don't have to go look for it. Alright, so let's say I needed to send a picture of my frequently used apps to my teacher. Don't ask me why she wants your frequently used apps. That's just what she asked you to send a picture of. So how would I do that? Well, the easy way is you come down here to your start bar, you look for your snipping tool. If it's not here, if it's not, it doesn't pop up, just right down here where it says search for programs, type in snip, and by the time you get to SI, it's probably going to pop up. And there's your snipping tool. Don't click on it yet. Because what I really want you to do is I want you to take the snipping tool and take your mouse, click on it, and then drag it down here to your taskbar. Now you notice my taskbar, I have a bunch of things down here because these are the things that I use a lot. So rather than having to go and open them up all the time through that, I just put them down here on my taskbar and then I can open them whenever I need them. Alright, so now to use my snipping tool, I just click on the little snippy tool button down here. Notice how everything kind of grays out. I could change this to a freeform snip, I could change it to a window snip, I could do a free screen snip. I personally like the rectangular snip, and that's probably the one I use like 99% of the time. So I'm just going to leave it there. If this box is in your way of where you wanted to snip, say it came up right here and you're like, whoa, this is where I want to snip, I can do one of two things. I can either move it, just grab it and drag it, or see how the crosshairs are right over here, my little crosshairs? As soon as I push the left button on my mouse, that box is going to go away, and then I can drag the box to whatever it is that I want to take a picture of. Alright, so now that I have that all highlighted, I'm going to take my finger off my left mouse button, and ta-da, I have a little picture. Now there's a couple things I could do. Say I needed to put my name on it. So maybe my teacher wanted the name on it so that way they could see it. I can go up there and I can change the color. I can write my name. Yes, I'm writing with a mouse, so it looks really pretty. Maybe I needed to highlight something. I could use the highlighter. Highlight stuff. Or maybe I just made a stray mark and I want to get rid of one, and then I use the eraser. Alright, so now how do I get this to my teacher? Well, you come up here and click on File. Click on Save As. Hopefully it's going to go to your Pictures file. Look up here. If it's going someplace else, just click on Pictures, so that way it's going in your picture file. File name, it's always going to say Capture, and sometimes it might say Image. But you might want to rename this thing to... I'm just going to call this Demo. But I would definitely change it to something that makes sense so that way you can find it, especially when you start getting a lot of pictures. If you need to change the type, there's the PNGs, the portable something graphics, the GIFs, JPEG. I've never actually worried about that one. I'd like to use JPEGs myself, so that's where mine just kind of defaults to. And then you click the Save button. Now your picture, our frequently used apps, is now in your folder. Notice I've got my folder down here in my taskbar, so I don't have to go find it. It just clicks on it. I click on Pictures. I go look for the word Demo because I have lots of things going on up here. Boom, there's my demo. And there's my picture. So, that is how to use the snipping tool.